the games that are going on tonight, and obviously, like as I mentioned earlier, one of the games happening right now, Purdue going up against Michigan State. Now, I picked Purdue to end up winning this game. However, the odds say that Michigan is actually like the favorite, and they think that Michigan is going to end up prevailing in the end. Now, judging by like the score of this game and like what's going on right now, Michigan State just missed a field goal. Purdue just grabbed the rebound, and looking at how this game is playing out, I don't really think that Michigan is going to end up winning this game in the end. However, Purdue has let me down before, so I'm never going to put it past them to let me down again. Another game that's going on is Colorado State going up against New Mexico. Colorado State is considered to be the favorites in the betting odds right now, and the scoring is projected to reach the over. So if any of you bettors out there, definitely go ahead and vote for the over. East Carolina matches up against South Florida today. Michigan State is just 4 points behind Purdue right now. They're moving with very quick pacing, I will say. East Carolina matches up against South Florida today, and East Carolina is 8-point favorites according to the spread. They actually match up right now. In an hour or so, excuse me. But yeah, so that's those guys are the favorites. East Carolina, they're 8-point favorites going into this, so definitely something to keep an eye out. Another game that's going on, or that's about to go on at 1:00 tonight is Mississippi State going up against Tennessee. Now, obviously, like Tennessee, they upset the University of Kentucky in the last game, so they're definitely not one to be trifled with, I will say. Like, don't mess with that team. Whoa, that's one of the players on Purdue almost threw a turnover. But Michigan State, they're playing some really good defense right now, and they're still able to they're still like clawing their way in this game. Like, Purdue is the number 1 seed in their little division, but this game right now is like it's getting very competitive. Right now, Michigan State is down only 2 points, and Purdue has only been able to get 20 points. So obviously, like this is a very important game, I will say. Like this game is looking really good. Next game on the list is Kent State going up against Bowling Green. So Kent State is a 1-point favorite against Bowling Green, and they should go over the spread of 136.5. So for any of you bettors out there, they play at 5 p.m. This is going to be a very close game. I actually think Bowling Green is going to prevail. I don't know why. I just have this strange feeling. Like, because, March Madness, anything can happen. So I wouldn't be surprised if either team comes out on top in this scenario. Let's see. Going up to the next, Wisconsin matches up against Northwestern. Northwestern is 4-point favorites. And the spread of this game is supposed to be over 134.5. So again, any of you bettors out there, make sure you vote for the over. Let's go right along down this list. St. John's matches up against UConn, the former champions of the NCAA tournament. Obviously, UConn is they're 9-point favorites going into this game, and the spread is projected to hit the over. Oh, wow. Right now Michigan's playing the zone on Purdue right now, and it's working very well. They keep trying to and won by Purdue. It scores 24-21 right now. So, very competitive game. I really wish I could sit here and watch this game, but I got a show to do, so I can't. University of Pittsburgh goes up against North Carolina, and surprisingly, Pittsburgh are 7-point favorites against North Carolina. Now, this game is going to happen at 7:00. Obviously, with the history of North Carolina, they're no stranger to winning in these type of games. So, while Pittsburgh might be 7-point favorites, I have North Carolina in this one, just because I think the history and like the experience, it's going to play a factor. That's just me, however. I mean, obviously, like being 7-point favorites, it's not looking good for me, but I digress. We'll see how this goes later on. Let's keep going down the list. Wichita State Shockers, they match up against let me just go ahead and read this team right now. They match up against the UAB Blazers. Now, again, like this isn't really much of a popular game. It's a little meh. But the Wichita, again, if I botched that name, yeah, Wichita, excuse me. Jesus Christ, I'm terrible today with the spelling. They're 5-point favorites with the over, with the betting odds hitting the over of 146.5. Okay, so Michigan State just missed a field goal, and Purdue has the ball. There seemed, with 4 minutes left, through 3:46 technically. Looks like they're gonna try holding the ball, try to regroup. But it's a low-scoring game right now for Purdue. I mean, only 25-21. There's a lot of defense being played here, and their center's getting double teamed right now. Next game on this list, South Carolina against Auburn. I have Auburn winning this one. South Carolina, their strength is in the women's basketball team. Not so much the men's basketball team, but their men's team is pretty good, obviously. And Auburn are 8-point favorites. However, this game starts at 3:30. And obviously, like turnover. Purdue just saved the ball. Oh, I don't know there's a huge scuffle going on right now. I don't know who saved the ball. But it looks like it's a jump ball, and now Michigan State has the ball. Timeout, Michigan State. So that was a little random. So yeah, next game on this list, Texas Tech going up against Houston. I got Houston, plain and simple. I mean, Houston is a powerhouse of a team right now. They're 9-point favorites. I've seen them play. They're incredibly dominant when they get it going, and I really think that Houston's going to end up winning this game. And another team that's playing tonight is Quinnipiac Bobcats. Let's go Q. Am I right? So they play against the St. Peter's Peacocks. Now, it's a little bit of a conflict of interest. If you know me, I'm from Jersey. I was a fan of the Peacocks when they went on that Cinderella run. Now that I'm in college, I got my loyalties with QU. So it's a little bit difficult for me to pick, but I really think QU is going to end up winning this game. And enough said. I'm not going to talk about this game whatsoever because I do not want to say anything that could affect the outcomes. Again, incredibly superstitious. Next game on the list is Alabama A&M going up against not Texas Tech, but Texas Southern Tigers, just to clarify the difference. Alabama is a 6.5 favorite, however, going into this matchup. And I don't know what it is, but like Alabama, they always have like some ridiculous athletes, like in any sport. Now they always seem to go to Alabama. Like, not obviously this isn't the same Alabama that's dominant in football, or that was dominant in football, I should say. Shout out to Kenneth. He does our football podcast on our show. I really recommend you guys watch it. He does a really good job covering the free agency, and I'm pretty sure his next segment, he's going to talk about Aaron Donald retiring, so go ahead and watch that. I also recommend watching TJ, who does the sports podcast. He does the show directly after mine, so go ahead and watch his show. He's probably going to talk about Aaron Donald. For any of you guys who are interested in football, go ahead and check out the rest of these shows. They're really cool. They're really great guys, and obviously, like, they're just as good as doing a show segment by themselves as I am. So, yeah, go ahead and watch their shows. Next game on this list is Oregon going up against Arizona. Now, Oregon are 11-point favorites. This is the first team that are double-digit favorites off of this list. Just looking at the Purdue game right now. They're coming out of the timeout, getting ready to commence playing basketball. But yeah, Oregon, they're 11-point favorites going into this game. So, but the spread, they think it's going to be under 155 because that is a huge spread. I can't even lie. That is a very huge spread, 155. But next game on this list is because and I it might seem like I'm skimming through a lot of these games, but like there's a lot of them to be played, and I'm trying to get through as many as I can. So Ohio State is going to match up against Illinois. This is actually going to be one of the closer matchups. Ohio State is a 5-point favorite, but Illinois is really, really good and is a really good unit in that conference. So it could really go both ways. I could 100% see Illinois upsetting Ohio State in this next game, but we'll see how this game goes. The next team is Ohio, like not Ohio State, but just the Ohio Bobcats. They're fake. They're not the real Bobcats. Quinnipiac are the real Bobcats. But they go up against Akron, the Akron Zips, and they're only 1.5 favorites. I actually think Akron is going to end up beating this Ohio team, the Ohio Bobcats. No, not because of the fact that I think they're not the real Bobcats, but because their records they're roughly the same, and they're actually exactly the same. But I really think Akron is going to end up prevailing in this game. I just have a feeling. Like some of these games, like you can't explain the results. You just have a feeling because anything can happen. Jesus, the center on Purdue is getting absolutely double teamed in this zone. They got to play zone on this man because he is a nightmare to try to defend in that post. The next matchup in the MAAC is Marist going up against Fairfield. This is the matchup that's going to determine like who's going to play against QU, because I know QU is going to end up winning against the Peacocks. So depending on which team ends up winning this game, that's the team that we're going to match up against in the finals to hopefully represent the MAAC in the NCAA tournament. Marist is actually 5-point favorites to end up winning this game. I'm actually very surprised because Fairfield in the beginning, they used to be like, they were the favorites to win the entire MAAC. So seeing that now Marist is considered to be the favorites that could beat them is really concerning, not just for me, like not just for them, but also for Quinnipiac, because last time we played in the tournament, Quinnipiac lost to Marist. So this is going to be a rematch that a lot of people are going to be hoping to see. But I don't expect Marist to win. I think Fairfield, other than us being the dominant team, Fairfield was the other dominant team in the MAAC. So with that in mind, I still think that Fairfield should be considered the favorites to end up winning this game. However, Marist has played really well. Ooh, somebody went down on Purdue. Someone's really slow to get up on Purdue. I have no idea what just happened. Maybe he got... Yeah, okay, he's good. He's walking. He's walking on both his feet. He just really hurt. Next game on this list, San Diego State going up against Utah State. Utah State, ooh, I see what happened. He bumped into somebody and it hit him in the head. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Like at the bottom of his chin. Utah State are 4-point favorites against San Diego State, and not really much that needs to be said going into that game. And there's a lot more games going on this list, and I really wish I can get through all of them. But right now we are out of time going into the first segment, so now I have to pivot and go and talk about NBA basketball. Unless you guys want me to continue talking about the rest of this, let me know what you guys want in the comments for any of those guys watching. But again, a lot of college teams to cover. Can't cover them all in just one segment. So I'm going to go ahead and pivot over to NBA basketball. I'll still keep everyone updated on this game that's going on right now. Right now they're just about to enter the half, so really perfect timing for me. And if the game does come on, like in any of the segments, I'll go ahead and update everybody on like things of that nature. But I'll be right back after this short break where we are going to pivot up to NBA basketball and talk about the NBA player, like the Boston Celtics, and their recent win going up against Phoenix. Jeez. So I will be right back after this short break.